What's going on, boys? Welcome back to some more SideSwipe. Season 4 was supposed to drop yesterday, but we unfortunately got hit with another season extension. Psyonix claims that there will be new adventures in Season 4, and that does make me slightly hopeful. I'm not really sure what they could mean by this, but hopefully it's a lot of the things that the community has been asking for. Season 3 has been the roughest season this game has seen yet, so Season 4 definitely needs to come out swinging. So today I want to talk about a few things that I would like to see changed for Season 4, and I would also love to hear your guys' thoughts on these as well. I'm going to let some high level GC gameplay go on in the background as we discuss stuff, so let's get right into number 1. Performance/crash fixes. This is the main reason that I haven't been making near as many videos during Season 3. I've lost a ton of MMR due to crashing mid-game, and knowing that that's a possibility absolutely destroyed my desire to grind rank. Hopefully a solid fix for this is going to be coming up in Season 4, and if so, I will absolutely be back to making videos and streaming. I've also seen plenty of people commenting that they have decent phones that are more than capable of playing this game, but they experience FPS drops and crashes. With this being the case, I feel like optimization certainly needs to be addressed. MMR changes to extra modes. I really enjoyed the extra modes each season, but I'm sure most of you know that once you hit around Diamond in these modes, your queue times can go up to 30 or more minutes. Having these long queue times and then losing the game is a really horrible feeling and hurts the desire to play these modes. If there was an MMR adjustment to these modes, it would make hitting GC a little more obtainable, but does create the problem of making people think that GC is easy in these modes. As of right now though, most people believe that it's impossible, so I feel like easy is a better alternative than impossible. I'm not sure what the best fix is for the extra modes, but I do feel like something needs to happen with them. Better item shop rotation. There are so many items that Psyonix could directly rip from 3D Rocket League, as well as making SideSwipe exclusive items, yet we have to wait 2 weeks for each new shop rotation. That means if there are no season extensions, which I kinda doubt, we would only get around 4 different rotations, and honestly most of the time only 2 to 3 of the items are actually worth even checking out. I do understand that they don't want to run through all of the good items too quickly, but the current time to wait for new stuff versus the quality of the items we get feels horrible. Either a faster rotation or higher quality items need to be added, in my opinion. Less season extensions and maybe a shorter season overall. 70 days each season is proving to make this game extremely stale by the second month. This season we have had 2 extensions, so we're looking at roughly 85 days with no content updates. For most full games, this wouldn't be too big of an issue, but for a mobile game it feels like an eternity. I've seen people mention going to a 1-month season, but I don't think that would be enough time for people to grind out their ranks and Rocket Pass. Potentially a month and a half could be the ideal amount of time for each season, but seeing as how 70 days hasn't been long enough these last 2 seasons, this might not work. Maybe another solution would be to have some sort of mini update halfway through the season to tide us over until the big updates come out. I'm not really sure that there's a perfect solution to this problem, but I would love to hear your guys' opinions. Extra mode rotation instead of static mode for the whole season. The extra modes are a decent amount of fun, but a lot of people definitely lose interest in them early on in the season. I believe if they were to add a rotation to this playlist, maybe every week or 2 weeks, it would be a great way to solve this. Everyone gets to play the modes that they want, and since there's a rotation, people will be more apt to try these modes that they don't think they would like since it won't be there forever. I'm not sure how they would give out extra mode titles with a rotation system like this, but I'm sure there's a way. I know this one is going to be controversial, but please hear me out. This game right now, as far as I know, has no way of making money at all. They developed this game and pretty much just ate the entire cost of development. If there's never a way for them to make money on this game and the player base keeps dwindling, Psyonix will most likely drop support for it. I don't see how they can operate on a loss in this game and continue to add content to it. I feel like even a Rocket Pass with premium tiers would be a pretty solid option, but anything that they want to add to help support the game would be much appreciated. Again, I do know that this is going to be a pretty controversial one, but I do feel like it needs to happen at some point. Trading would be amazing, but I know that it could be a bit problematic. If trading were to be added to this game, I believe a ton of people would come back to it for that alone. Pair that with some solid quality of life and performance updates, and I'm sure they'll be hooked again. As of now, you can get cool items and show them off, but technically, they aren't worth anything at all. I know having your items be worth something might seem a bit unnecessary, but it would absolutely give people a reason to grind Rocket Pass for the extra tiers. Since this is a free-to-play game with no restrictions on making accounts, this could be abused a bit, but I definitely think the pros far outweigh the cons here. Better name filter for inappropriate names. I am definitely appalled by how many inappropriate names I have come across in this game. They really need to implement the same filter that they use for 3D Rocket League at the bare minimum. I've had a ton of games that I recorded that had to be deleted due to me not wanting to spread hate around. If no filter is added, at the very least there needs to be some sort of report button or just some kind of way to deal with these names. Maybe this hasn't been as big of a deal as I think, but I have certainly had this problem more in this game over 3D Rocket League, and I've played that one for 7 years now. Able to equip one item to multiple loadouts. As of right now, if you have certain wheels on car A and then try to apply those same wheels to car B, it will remove those wheels from car A. Now this might be an intentional thing to force you to grind for multiple items to complete multiple loadouts, but if so, that's a terrible design. Having to re-equip items just because I wanted to use a different car feels very tedious. If I had to do this in 3D Rocket League, I would probably never really mess around with my presets. I believe having your items carry across loadouts would help with car design and variety, but at the very least would be a solid quality of life upgrade. And that's gonna pretty much do it for this changes in season 4 video, boys. I hope you guys agree with some of the points I made, and if not, I would love to hear your opinions down in the comments. If you guys made it this far, I super appreciate it, and I will talk to you all in the next one. See ya!